Welcome back, friends. Let's begin, as always, with an invocation to the lineage of gurus. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Maharshi, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yoganandaji, great saints and sages of all traditions, we humbly, lovingly bow before you all, invoking your presence. Be with us tonight and magnetize our molecules with your magnetic presence. Allow us to go deep in meditation tonight, overcoming fears and going beyond distraction, so that we may concentrate fully and experience the uplifting presence of the divine and share it with others. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace. Amen. So in tonight's session, we'll be exploring the topic of overcoming fear. And we'll have a chance to work with fear in a visualization that we'll be using tonight. We've been studying lessons from one of our teachers at Ananda, Nayaswami, Asha. And this topic of overcoming fear this week has been one that has been very relevant to me and very beneficial and useful as an artist. When I'm creating artwork, having 100% concentration on that creative flow is very valuable. And oftentimes it gets drawn away by feelings of fear and doubt, fear if I'm moving in the right direction, fear if this artwork will be successful, fear about bills, and fear about all of the 10,000 things of the world that also need to be taken care of. Swami Kryananda says that fear is one of the greatest obstacles to intuition, concentration, and success. And in this week's lesson from Swami Kryananda that we've been studying with the group and with Nayaswami Asha, these are some notes that I've taken from her talk that I'd like to share before we start the visualization. And Kryananda says, a tremendous amount of our energy goes to sort of hold at bay the possibility that certain things might happen. Swami talks about what keeps us from being able to be successful. And one of those, interestingly, is that it is necessary to concentrate completely on what we are trying to do. And that insofar as we are worried about what the result is going to be, it is really impossible to put your mind completely into it. Because as soon as we start into it, we start playing the same waves out of the difficulties. Isn't that true? And in the meditation that Swami offers to us this week, it is very challenging. It's quite different from any of the visualizations that we've done before. But I found it personally to be tremendously beneficial and liberating. Last week when I was talking about using tools of visualization and affirmation to overcome fear and self-doubt, this is the visualization that I was referring to and that I was using, and it really allowed me to go beyond and overcome those feelings and those moods, to transcend them. You may notice in the meditation the small self and the true self. The Rastafarians call it the I and I, the ego and the self. You may feel these two selves warring. You may find that your ego wants you to hold on to fears and doubts and worries and make you feel that you need to be concerned with these things that are happening to you. But I love what Nayaswami Asha says, and she has a quote where she says, "It is not irresponsible to sail through things. Even-minded and cheerful is not the same as denial. It isn't at all. It is just disinterest. Who cares? Who cares about the tiny nuances of me? It's just not interesting." And this meditation will be exploring fear. We'll be going deeply into fear so that we can learn to overcome it. This visualization is about facing truth, feeling our unchanging reality within. And what tempts us, she says, to wrong action is our fear. We fear that if we don't cut corners or try in some way to tip the balance in our favor, that things won't go the way that we want them to go, and that some consequence we fear will come to us. Swami says fear is a major motivator in people's lives, and it motivates us to wrong action, not right action. So he suggests that we follow this visualization. First, he says to remember, in your true self, you are eternal. Nothing can ever touch you at your true center. You are eternal, Sat-Chit Ananda, ever existing, ever conscious, ever new bliss. Spend just a brief moment here, just contemplating that fact. Everything that we are involved in, anxious about, responsible for, is transitory. The only eternal reality is Sat-Chit Ananda, ever existing. We are eternally living, ever conscious and ever blissful. Our families, our jobs, the property we own, the children we raise, the body we protect, all of it can and will disappear. And Sat-Chit Ananda, ever conscious, ever existing, ever new bliss will still be there. This puts everything in a very new perspective. Tonight, we will be visualizing some situation in which we are afraid, where we feel fear. Perhaps we are engaged in some business effort in which we are concerned with what will happen if it doesn't work out right. We may feel fear that some individual that does not wish us well is going to cause us grief and be victorious over us. Maybe we have some secret and we fear that public exposure is imminent. Maybe something that we deeply desire to achieve is beyond our reach. We rarely draw our minds to such a negative focus, but Swamiji has asked us to step into something that frightens us. So take a moment now to visualize a situation in your life and allow yourself to feel the fear that is associated with it. Now he asked us to do something next that is even worse. Visualize the thing that we fear has actually happened. That we are, whatever it looks like. There we are. Whatever it looks like, see the consequences in your mind. Feel the embarrassment, the shame, the fear. Now, planting ourselves right in the middle of the worst thing that we can imagine. See this bad thing that we have imagined as reality. Go just a little bit deeper. Even in the midst of this imagined difficulty, dig deep into your consciousness to make the inevitable discovery that deep within you, you are still the same. Lo and behold, calamity has rained upon your head, and yet, underneath, we are Sat-Chit Ananda, untouched. Imagine also stepping from the midst of that catastrophe, whatever it might be. Imagine that you are suddenly transported into the astral world, taken out of the body, the personality, the circumstances. See how that which seems so enormous and fearful becomes just a distant memory, whereas your true self goes on. Now, pull yourself back into it. What does it look like from the perspective of coming in and out of the astral world? When we can overcome fear, we overcome one of the greatest obstacles to intuition, concentration, and success. Fear, above all, blocks us from these things. And now, repeating out loud after me 3 times. Through all of life's changes,
Through all of life's changes,
I am forever changeless.
I am forever changeless.
At my true center,
At my true center,
my deepest self.
my deepest self.
Through all of life's changes,
Through all of life's changes,
I am forever changeless.
I am forever changeless.
At my true center,
At my true center,
my deepest self.
my deepest self.
Through all of life's changes,
Through all of life's changes,
I am forever changeless.
I am forever changeless.
At my true center,
At my true center,
my deepest self.
my deepest self.
Om. Peace. Amen. And so now that we've faced our fear, stepped away from it, back into it, seen it from a new perspective, realizing that the worst calamity that we can imagine, we are the same. We are Sat-Chit Ananda. It doesn't matter what happens to us, as one saint said. It only matters what we become. So tonight, let's go deep into meditation. Let's practice our concentration fully without fear. Let's attune with our inner guru, our inner teacher, so that we can experience the uplifting presence of the divine together. Sitting comfortably, the back in a straight line, the palms upturned at the junction of the torso and the legs. You can sit on a cushion or you can sit on a straight back chair with your back away from the chair. I use that often as my method for long meditation. It's perfectly fine. We'll be using a technique called Hong-Sau, very powerful technique for concentration. It's very simple. On the inhale, we mentally chant Hong. On the exhale, Sau. We'll also be using measured breathing, where we'll be inhaling to a count of 8, holding to a count of 8, and exhaling to a count of 8. We'll also be using a simple breathing technique for dissolving the tension in the body. It's a deep double inhalation, low, medium, high, tensing all of the muscles in the body and vibrating with will. And then exhaling and relaxing, releasing with a double exhalation, releasing all of the tension, all of the cares, worries, fears. At the end of our meditation, we'll be dropping the techniques and feeling in the heart divine qualities of peace, calmness, love, of joy, sharing that with the world. And then at the end of our meditation, I'll be giving us some time to invite inspiration and intuition into our lives with a affirmation and spending some time consciously inviting this inspiration into our lives so that we can be guided and be enthusiastic about everything that we do in life, because we know that we are moving with intuition and we are following a dharma for our life. So finding a comfortable place to sit, let's open our meditation with a prayer together. Repeat this prayer aloud after me. Father Divine,
Father Divine,
this is my prayer.
this is my prayer.
I care not what I may permanently possess,
I care not what I may permanently possess,
but give me the power
but give me the power
to acquire at will
to acquire at will
whatever I may daily need.
whatever I may daily need.
O Father,
O Father,
Mother,
Mother,
Friend,
Friend,
beloved God,
beloved God,
I will reason,
I will reason,
I will will,
I will,
I will act,
I will act,
but guide thou my reason,
but guide thou my reason,
will and activity
will and activity,
to the right thing that I should do.
to the right thing that I should do.
Om, peace, Amen. So now let's start with double inhalation, tensing and vibrating. So take a deep breath in and all the way out. Now inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrating with energy, drawing cosmic energy into the body. Exhale, relax. Releasing all the tension in the body, feeling it dissolve, relax, release. Double inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrating. Exhale, relax. Releasing, dissolving. Inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, just a bit higher, vibrating with will. Exhale, relax. Relax, release, dissolve, feel. And now let's do a few rounds of measured breathing. Taking a deep breath in and all the way out. Now inhaling slowly. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Now, breathing normally. Feeling the back straighten, expanding the chest. Press the shoulder blades together just a bit. Feeling the chest open to receive. Head in a straight line, gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. Begin to notice the breath. Begin to feel it coming and going in the nose. Perhaps you feel the breath most strongly in the nostrils, or a bit higher, wherever you feel the breath. Zoom into that sensation with awareness, feeling the breath coming and going, not controlling the breath, letting it come and go naturally, like waves on a seashore, coming, going. Moving beyond identification with the body, becoming awareness, pointing that light of awareness on the sensation of the breath, letting it come and go. Now, if you feel the breath in the nostrils, consciously feel that sensation moving up the nostrils to the bridge of the nose, where the nose meets the skull. Feel now that the breath is coming and going from the bridge of the nose. Consciously move that sensation up again now, just slightly, to the point between the eyebrows, the spiritual eye, feeling the breath coming and going from this point, and noticing that the breath is a bit cool on the inhalation, and a bit warm on the exhalation. Become very sensitive to the feeling of the breath at the spiritual eye. Gaze uplifted to that point. When we raise the gaze above the horizon to the spiritual eye, we automatically feel uplifted. Notice when we become lost in thought that our gaze, more often than not, has likely dipped. Keep the gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows, feeling the breath. A bit cool on the inhale, a bit warm on the exhale. And now let's add the mantra Hong-Sau. Mentally chanting Hong on the inhalation, Sau on the exhalation. If you're familiar with the right index finger, gently curling the right index finger toward you on the inhalation and away from you on the exhalation. Letting go of all cares and worries. Letting go of all fear. Calling on your inner guru to give you the ability to concentrate deeply. Meditation shouldn't be just our effort alone. Yogananda says that meditation is 25% our effort, 25% Guru's help, and 50% God's grace. Becoming determined, enthusiastic, focusing, keeping the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, mentally chanting Hong on the inhale, Sa on the exhale, feeling the breath cool and warm at the point between the eyebrows. Let's focus with all of our attention now, undistracted. As you become more and more relaxed, allowing the breath to become shorter, the pauses between breaths longer, simply enjoying these pauses. You can chant mentally Om, Om, Om between pauses. you find the mind has drifted, simply return to the mantra, return to the feeling of the breath. And let's concentrate now fully, undistracted, with deep concentration now for 30 seconds. Now, letting go of the mantra, letting go of the focus on the breath. Take in a deep breath as if you were breathing in through the heart. Feel the energy now swirling, gathering in the heart center, and feel that energy moving up the heart, up through the throat, up to the base of the brain, medulla oblongata, curving forward slightly to the spiritual eye. See a light there. 3 gentle exhales. Breathing normally, keeping the gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, imagining or seeing a light there, piercing the veil of the darkness with willpower, devotion, enthusiasm. Yogananda tells us that this point between the eyebrows is our mental microphone. As the I and I, the small I, can call out, make contact with the true self, and we can relate to the infinite self in many ways. We can become like a child, and we can commune with the divine as our divine mother, who is always welcoming, always happy we came, just waiting to share, to give and to receive love with her divine child. We can commune with God as our dearest friend, who only wants for us to overcome all fear, to experience the uplifting quality that is our true nature, Satchitananda, ever conscious, ever existing, ever new bliss. In whatever way most resonates with you, gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, using this mental microphone, calling out, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. As a child, as a friend, as a lover. with the gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, calling out with enthusiasm, with devotion, and determination. Begin to feel sensation, vibration beginning to grow in the heart, the center, the heart center chakra. Begin to feel this sensation in the heart. Begin to notice that it is expanding, growing, beginning to permeate all the cells of your body. Begin to feel this sensation in the body, in the heart, as a feeling, a divine quality of peace. The peace of the night sky, peace of a full moon, peace of sitting on a quiet beach, the waves coming and going. Feeling this experience of peace as a connection to the divine. Feeling this energy in the body, drawing it inwards, collecting at the heart center. Feel this energy moving inwards to the heart and swirling as a glowing ball of light in the heart center. Feel this ball of light becoming charged with energy. See this swirling ball of light and feel it moving up from your heart, up to your throat, up to the medulla oblongata, the base of the brain, curving slightly through the brain into the spiritual eye. See a light there, imagine a light there. Pierce the darkness with that light. Gaze uplifted, calling out the little self to the true self, communicating with Satchitananda. Calling out, reveal thyself, in full expectation of an answer. With enthusiasm, with love in your heart, calling out, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Feeling your heart opening, feeling your inner guru there with you, teaching you how to open your heart. Feel your heart opening like a lotus bud, its petals turning upwards towards the sun to receive its light. Feel this warm light being received in your heart. Feel your heart now glowing with divine energy that that is flowing to you. Begin to feel this sensation in the heart, growing, spreading, filling your body with a feeling of divine calmness. And calmness differs from peace because it is dynamic. It doesn't matter what is going on in the world around us. This inner calmness is always available. Feeling this refuge of calmness, infinite, eternal. Yogananda tells us that calmness is invincibility, that with calmness we can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. Feel this inner invincibility. Nothing can touch you. Nothing in the world can touch you or harm you. We are infinite, eternal, ever new bliss, ever conscious. Yogananda says that death is nothing. If you only knew how wonderful it is. And that if you only knew how much God loves you, you would die for joy. Feel that calmness, knowing that nothing in the world can touch you, nothing can harm you. Feel this calm energy rippling through your body. Feeling content, harmonious. Feeling that energy now, drawing inward, collecting in the heart. All the energy that's going out to the limbs, feeling it moving inwards and upwards, collecting in the heart and moving up the spine, up the throat, up to the medulla, curving through the brain to the spiritual eye, seeing a light there. Calling out, using that light as a mental microphone, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Calling out, knowing you will receive an answer. If you are undistracted, full of devotion. Swami Kryananda tells us that God's love is always flowing to us, and it is we, by our love, who must complete the circuit. Yogananda says that God has everything, but God doesn't have our love unless we offer it. Offer your love now at the spiritual eye, piercing the darkness. And when we offer, when we give love, we feel love, we receive love. It is simultaneous. Giving love, offering love at the spiritual eye, and feeling this loving vibration pouring into your heart. Creating a connection of this circuit, creating a strong magnetic field from the divine to your heart, sending and receiving love. Enjoy this connection with the divine. This is why we were created. This is why duality exists, so that we can learn to go beyond it and feel this love lover and beloved together, merged as one. Begin to feel this love energy pouring into your heart as you die for joy. Feel this energy glowing in your heart center and growing and expanding and filling your body with iridescent diamond light. This light is becoming so bright that the edges of your body blur and the room fills with light. This energy that you feel becomes an energy, a quality of divine bliss. Feel this bliss energy amplifying from your heart, feeling this bliss energy expanding. The room is glowing. There is no difference between your body and the space around your body. Everything is becoming light. Feeling the smile spreading across the heart center. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling all of the energy in the chakras moving inward and upward. Feeling this energy. Feel that the head, the spiritual eye is like a magnet, and it is drawing all of the energy from the lower chakras up to the spiritual eye. Feeling the heart center, gazing to the infinite through the spiritual eye. Feeling this healing, blissful, divine quality of light. Call to mind now loved ones that you know are in need of this healing energy. Perhaps physical, mental, or spiritual energies can be beneficial. See that person or those people in your mind, saying their names mentally, bathing them in this glowing diamond light. See them smiling, see them free from all suffering. Any challenges, difficulties that they are facing them with a cheerful, positive mind, knowing that everything that comes to us is for our benefit. Looking back at their former challenges with a new perspective. They have so much more now that they have overcome these challenges and difficulties. Feel them healing, happy and free. And now let's continue to expand this healing energy and sharing it with all beings in the universe. Feeling this blissful energy in our hearts. Feeling it growing from our heart, filling the room, the house or the building that we're in. This light is spreading, spilling out into the streets, into the neighborhood, into the city. Growing and expanding, this light energy is bathing everything it touches with diamond light. growing and filling the state or the province you're in. Seeing it expand and filling the country that you're in. All receptive hearts are becoming more peaceful, more calm, more loving, more joyful. They are making good decisions. They are feeling uplifted, sense of well-being. Seeing this light energy expanding out now exponentially and filling and covering the globe in a swirling ball of rainbow light. See planet Earth now wrapped in this light, floating in space. Feel now that planet Earth is floating within you. Feel planet Earth floating within infinite space that is your body. See that light now expanding out in all directions at the speed of light. Feeling the universe expanding at the speed of light. This is your body. And now let's amplify and continue to share this healing energy with all beings, all creatures, all atoms. Placing the hands together in front of the heart, repeating after me. Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Thou art in all Thy children.
Manifest Thy healing presence
Manifest Thy healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
minds,
minds,
and souls.
and souls.
Rubbing the hands together, feeling magnetism in the hands, feeling a warm energy, taking in a deep breath, palms up. We are channels of this life in the physical dimension. Peace. Amen. And so, let's spend some time here at the end of our meditation, inviting inspiration to guide us in our lives. Swami Kryananda says that inspiration is of two kinds. The rediscovery or rearrangement of thoughts that already exist in the subconscious mind, and the sudden appearance of new thoughts or new insights from the superconscious. The higher inspiration certainly is more to be desired than the lower, for it is based in truth and not in imagination. It is not always easy, however, to recognize the difference between lower and higher inspiration, particularly when the lower is vitalized by the emotions. When inspiration comes, receive it with calm love and see whether, untouched by emotion, its impulse grows stronger or weaker. Love is the water that nourishes true inspiration. So let's say this affirmation together now 5 times. First with a loud, energetic voice. Secondly, with a normal speaking voice. Thirdly, whispering and making your concentration even more focused. 4th time silently, 5th time with even deeper concentration. So repeating after me in a loud speaking voice, loud energetically. I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
In a normal speaking voice, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
Whispering, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self.
Now silently, I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within. In calmness I receive inspiration from my higher self. And last time, silently again, with even deeper concentration, aiming to lift your consciousness into super consciousness, into your soul awareness, so that these thoughts become deeply, deeply embedded in all levels of your body, mind, and soul. I hold my thoughts up to the calmness within. In calmness, I receive inspiration from my higher self. And now, saying this prayer inwardly, O Spirit, Thou art all truth. In Thee lies the solution to my every need. Inspire me now, Lord. Show me which path to follow of the many that lie before me. Om, peace. Amen. Now, taking a few moments to invite inspiration into your life. In whatever way feels most comfortable, connecting with that infinite, eternal self beyond the body, mind, and senses. Cultivating that relationship. Inspiration doesn't always come to us in a flash or a vision in the moment, though it may. But oftentimes it comes to us when we least expect it. It may come to you later this evening, tomorrow, or days later. It may come to you from something someone says, a book you're reading, podcast, meditation at another time. Could come in so many different ways, through being in nature, could come while you're creating, while you're writing, journaling. Simply invite that inspiration, putting out that energy, welcoming it. Welcoming wisdom, welcoming intuition. Swami Kryananda tells us that intuition is simply calm feeling. Practice this calm feeling now. Calm feeling attunes us to receive intuition and to be able to act on it. agitated feelings, block that signal. Practice calm feeling. Invoke it in your daily life for tuning to inspiration and intuition to guide. Continuing to feel this calm feeling within the heart. Let's amplify this energy, feeling this energy, enjoying this bliss. Let's chant Om together 3 times to close our session. The palms together in front of the heart, taking in a deep breath. Om.